Hello and welcome to Photigy Q&A on Thursday with me, with Alex Koloskov, your host. How you doing, guys? I'm missing you. It was 2 weeks of deep dive on AI for me. Almost every day we are diving with a group of fellow photographers, actually. Such a ride. How are you? How is everything? So we're going to I'm going to review your submissions. We don't have much, so you really, not active these days. For whatever reason. At least not submitting here, maybe. I don't have much work, but I'll try to do my best. And we'll see. Okay, looks like are we okay? Please post plus if you hear me well, if you see me well, if everything's fine, so I'll know that we're good and I'll good to go. On my side, everything looks good. Yeah, sound is good too. So, should be good. Okay. Since last review, which was recorded, I hope you've seen it. If not, that's right here. Okay. Basically, I did the same thing as usual without you. I was alone. And you have, we have Rafael and Dario. So we're going to talk about your stuff. Okay. Nice and clean, what I can tell. Rafael, that's pretty nice and clean. The composition is slightly, you know about rule of thirds, right? And somehow you did it slightly off those lines. If you would divide by, let's say, by 3 vertical lines, you have it slightly outside of those lines. So for me, it's a little bit too stretch. What I'm talking about is the distance between your 2 pieces, 2 subjects, right? This, I forgot the name of it. And the cleaning solution. The cleaning solution itself looks very nice. It's very clean. It's almost transparent, but it's on a white background, and you did it really well. I think if you would crop it just alone, it will be nice. A little bit, of course, more on top, but the shot by itself will be really nice. I love those lines, and like I said, it's very clean, very nice. And since it's clean in solution, it's very cool. Okay. You have it with this thingy. Sorry, I forgot. I don't speak normal English, the household English. So I don't know many things. English for me professional. Anyway. It looks good too. It's very nice. It's the sharp. It has even those nice edges, even gradients. It's very cool. You treat it as $1,000 piece, which is good, but it's too far away. So I would put them closer a little bit. And nothing wrong with flying this thingy, but on a story-wise, it's more like, it should be a little bit sort of like laying down. Again, nothing wrong with this. It's a matter of your taste. But I probably, if I would be shooting, I would put it on a table. Because we do have a little bit, you have at the bottom, there is cut-off line between the table and the background. Then it disappears, which is cool too. That's another thing that, if you have it like this, maybe there is a would be a good reason to do the same from other side. So if I would put them a little bit closer one to another, okay, it's basically move bottle towards center a little bit, and have on behind the bottle have the same division, like there is a line that divides it. I would think that I think it will be better, a little bit better. In terms of balancing, the whole thing. Because one side is darker and another side is really bright. Okay. I think this darkness, sort of like vignetting on both sides, will benefit. It will be beneficial for the whole image. Other than this, I don't have much. Okay, so you have lots of light and it's like. 1 second. There is something in darker background as well. So I definitely think it will be better if you would have not that dark, but if you would have both sides darker. So somewhere this dark, this side and both items closer together, it will be like a spot sort of at the middle, or like really big spot. It will highlight the whole thing, and it will be no visual line between the horizon line. Sort of, it will be without it, and I think it will be cool. But on the other side, it will be darker. So nice. Okay. What is this on the chat? Engage with your audience. You guys sitting really quietly there. Are you there? Because I see people watching me. Say me something on the chat, so I'll know that it really works. Because there is button. I can do monetize. Show you support. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. So you can support me. Can I support myself? This is something new. I didn't see it. Okay, anyway, this is good. This is the lighting setup. Very nice setup, I can tell. Very nice. Lots of lights, always good. Large diffusers, large background, and that's relatively easy, and I mean it's good in a good way to shoot all this when you have large diffusers. Many people missing them. So Rafael, good work. Thank you. I always now I'm thinking what I want to do every time. It's like I want to run it through my AI helper. I'll do it while we're talking. So if you got this one, and something bright. So I'll run it like this. And yeah. Okay, let's run it, and meanwhile I'll jump into the next one. Hello, Shivam, how are you? I think your submission on certification program is there. I'm wondering, Shivam, why you didn't submit images here? You can do it. Good. You can submit your work here. It may be not even from certification program, but it can be certification program. I would love to see it here and review. This is closed group. It's not public, right? Nobody will see it if you worried about anything. So yeah, I encourage you to submit. It will be discussion. You will have some opinions from other photographers. It's a good place, to get some review. Yeah, I know that you're at work, or you can do it, during the week. So whenever you're home, you can. Yeah, I would love to see them and review for you. Okay. Is it running? Yeah, it's doing something. So it cut both. It's cool. And now it's producing both. And then it sits here. That's fun. Yeah, two items. It's hard for it, but you know, kind of cool. And it's gonna create now the video. It's working on the video. I added another piece that will do the video. Okay, so Dario. Now Dario. You can do now. Yeah, I understand. You can do either later or now. It's fine. I'll refresh. If you submit now, it's okay. I mean, I'll pick it up. So Dario, we have after and we have before. Yes. What else you told me? Here are shots. Okay. Let me review the whole thing. Reflector. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Works. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is the real one. So, Dario, you know, you did good job, but I have a question for you. What is going on with your sharpness, with depth of field, with focus, basically? The focus, where is the focuses? Yeah, you can post, Shivum, you can post on Facebook, yeah. So, Dario, the focus is out, and it's a big issue here. This part, talking about right side of the watch, I mean, it's very sad because the image is good. It's nice image, really. But how you pull? Look, depth of field, whatever you have, how much do you have aperture? So you didn't f7.1. Okay, so this is not good. It's not right. The exposure is not correct. Not talking about amount of light. It's balanced, but aperture is not there. Use at least f14, for example, f13, up to f16, up to. Here it's probably f13 will be enough to get all in focus. Everything that needs to be done will be in focus here. And you just close the aperture, okay? If you don't have enough power of your light, but I believe you do have, I see 1/4 of the maximum power, 1 second, so you should be able to close it at least 2 times more. If not, you can raise ISO. Okay, you can raise. This is again not a good idea to have ISO 50. I'll tell you what. Why? Unless, what camera is this? Sony, right? Looks like Sony. Anyway, you should shoot with native ISO. Okay, if ISO 50 is native for your camera, then it's okay. However, for most cameras, it's ISO 100. For smaller one, it's maybe even 200. With lower than native ISO, you're losing dynamic range. So if your native ISO of the sensor, sometimes it's 2 native ISOs, but it's more expensive video cameras usually. If it's 100, 550 won't give you better quality, at least from what I know. It's not native ISO, it's basically suppressing things there, and it's you lose dynamic range a little bit. You won't notice it probably, but there is no reason since you don't have enough maybe lights or whatever. I mean the power. So you can raise ISO if you don't have enough strobe light, but close aperture to make sure that it's in focus. This is for products. It's must. Okay. Then you crop it slightly, tight. It's not a problem, sort of, but I would prefer a little bit more room around. Focus, if it would be focus, would be good. The lighting is good. You have beautiful texture on the watch face. You have nice highlights of your metal. You have some shadows. They probably not the best because you have not the best diffuser in front of your watch. This disc that you have as a diffuser, you see, it's not covering the whole thing, and you have this strange reflection around. Okay. This I'm talking about these lines, okay, they're not the best lines for to be shadows. Shadows needs to be here. Sharp cut of lines to show its glossiness, though it's all good. But your the reflector that covers the camera was too small. What I suggest you to get larger reflector, okay, and cover the camera. You have this material, right? You have all kind of, well, you have plastic, savage plastic, because I see the diffuser that you made. By the way, this diffuser is too thin. You see this diffuser that you made do it yourself through cutting cardboard. It's too thin. You should have heavyweight plastic if you're talking about savage, okay? Because you're right, you use double. That's why. So same plastic to cover the camera, to cover a large area of the camera, and then you can always put some piece of black paper, for example, in front or anywhere around the subject to create nice reflection that will be like S-shaped reflection. You know, when you have, let's say, some black line across your diffuser or reflector, the one that, let's say, covers the camera, it will be really nice S-shape, because this is what happens to the, you know, linear reflections on the spherical subjects or circular subjects. You know, it will be S-shaped. That will look beautiful. It will go across the whole thing. So a little bit on, if you talk about the watch, it will be, you know, like a little bit on this side, then go a little bit another side. It's really cool. So you need to control your dark side. You need to control dark reflections as well. You usually work with, you know, bright stuff, like, hey, where to put that spotlight to have highlights. Then you think about the dark. Like I said, it's okay to have covered everything with diffusers, but then to use black paper to artificially create those sort of like gaps between the diffusers. When you do it by, you know, intentionally placing black stuff there, you have more control and it looks better. Okay, the image is really nice. And let's see. Oh, it's cool, but it's wrong. It's wrong size. Unfortunately, I didn't change it to vertical from vertical. But anyway, this is what it did. The stable diffusion on my bad prompt, but you know, it's kind of it catch this thing about orange here. It got orange there. It got some reflections. Nice. What can be done differently here? So it works while I'm talking. Bright glowing whites, crystals. Okay. Salt. Let's say not salt. Glass crystals. Floating metals. No, what it could be floating? Oh, floating bubbles. The, how you call it? Those bubbles. Soap. Bubbles around. Floating, colorful soap. Bubbles around. That's cool. Let's try it. Okay. Let's see if Shivum, you post something here. Did you? No, I didn't. So yeah, if next time post something, I'll talk. Okay. So many people watching and it's like empty here. It's fun. White sand. Did they say sand somewhere? On bright glowing glass crystals, floating colorful balls around abstract. Have no idea why I did it. Oh, that was not good. It's kind of, it really altered the image. You see how that's too much of AI, but the idea is cool. By the way, for this workflow, I don't know why you're showing this, but this is the new step of photography, as you can see. What's cool about all this? You can, before you start shooting, you can imagine, visualize your concept of whatever you'll be doing. Okay, before you start putting background and stuff, you can test your ideas here. I'm not saying that it's gonna replace photography, but as a tool. So if I do mask editor here, and this will be masked to make sure that it's preserved, you know, so the text and everything won't be altered that much. And actually I can do anything, but it will be probably good, I mean not good on all parts. It will be, I think, not good, but we can try. Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, shoot me now. Otherwise, we'll be done. It will create one more video for us. This is probably the best quality. No, yeah. Here is the video. No, video is not good. Video didn't. The other video was cool. You've seen that I posted, right? When it was this one, when I had the iPhone shot of this perfume, and then it turned into video, right? You've seen it. That video. It was exactly the same workflow that I was using. It worked fine for this one. Yeah. And you probably have seen the source. This is the source, the real source of the image. So to run the concept and before you even pull the camera, this is a very cool tool. It's completely free. That Stable Diffusion. That's why I use it, and this is why I teach photographers to use it, because I shoot this with my phone, right? I have some ideas about creative background. This is probably too creative, but why not? It can be smoke, it can be stones and stuff. So I did it through the prompt, and now I can go and shoot it in real life if needed, right? Before spending my time on something that may not work with the subject, because I had situations when I, in my mind something was looking really nice. When I start shooting it, I spent like whole day and second day trying to put it together, and it didn't look good, unfortunately. So this thing will help a lot. Okay, you see now it preserved the label. It didn't change it, and whenever I have this, it also preserved it. Probably I need to preserve this little thingy, and yeah, it's kind of cool. And it's gonna create me the video soon. Video is not good. Okay, guys, so no questions, so we're good. I'll be continue playing with my AI stuff. Okay. And looking forward to see your submissions here next week, Thursday. So now we won't have gaps, because bootcamp will be run a little bit different. If you're interested in joining next bootcamp or learning, one second, how to use all this stuff that I was showing, AI thing, the Stable Diffusion, which is, like I said, is completely free. You can run it on your local machine, even without internet. Search, look here. We have the, it's already gone, but it will be more webinars. You can join them, and you will see everything in action, and can ask questions and make a decision, do you need it or not in your work. Okay, so it's aimasterytools.com. Alrighty, guys, I think that's it. We're done. If you want to see more of that kind of stuff, you can let me know, next time. Okay, this is another iteration, and it's actually nice. I like it. This one starts getting better and better. I think if I run it a little bit better in terms of masking, I can mask this guy to make sure that it's not really distorted by processing by AI. So the idea of this workflow is to preserve real subjects and outpaint, so basically create everything around by using prompt, textual prompt, and using the prompt by image, because on Stable Diffusion you can supply image as a part of the prompt. So this was not good, I think, because in this case the image was here, this one, which is kind of completely not really good one. The good image for this would be something that will resemble, you know, what it should be. We can always generate image. Let's say if you want to generate, we can open the Stable Diffusion next window, load something very simple, like default thing, and generate abstract image for this one. Okay, and it will be better probably than I supplied. Oh man, this is what I'm. I had lots of. I changed the parameters so it has lots of motion, and it just gets crazy. Fun. Yeah, animation. It's another word. Animation. It's not. It's something that runs easily here. I mean, not in one click, but for many things it's one click, like I showed you with smoke, right? Okay, guys, thank you so much, and see you next Thursday. Goodbye.